Hi, it's Judy. I'm here for another Read the Stars video on the night or the day after Oscar night. I really didn't do too well predicting winners, but as I said when I wrote the articles and did the videos, I wasn't really sure about what I was seeing. Maybe I was seeing how a certain person would feel. I didn't have all the information. It was fun. I congratulate the winners. I'm sure that they're listening. And I'm glad to know that, we got through another Oscars without too much incident. One thing we were right about, however, was that the show was very slow and very staid. Everybody was whining and complaining about that throughout on all of the internet things I was on. I live on the internet, by the way. I'm sort of just plugged in. Today, I have an article up about the Grand Cardinal Cross, which has been going on. I mean, it peaked in the summer of 2010, but it's still going on, folks. And one of the things with March coming up that I want everybody to be aware of is Uranus, the planet of revolution and change, moving into the sign of Aries and coming right up onto that Grand Cardinal Cross. If you don't know what that is, please read the article. I've gone through an explanation of it that I think will be pretty easy for you to understand. I know it's hard with all the technical terms in astrology, and there are a lot. I often say to people, I studied more for this than I ever did for my master's degree, and, it's very true. It's a lot of work, but I love it so much, and I think it has so much to offer us. I want you to understand it, too. And the rest of the week, I want to talk a lot about some of the world events, especially Muammar Gaddafi. I was going to just tell you about him tonight. That was sort of what I teased you with, but I decided to hold off on that so that I could explain the larger cycles that are going on, because now that you see some of the things that are up there now when I explain the other planet cycles that I believe are playing such a big role in many of the uprisings in several of the governments around the world. I mean, we even have trouble in China now. I just heard that 2 reporters had been beaten up there because they went to report on people showing up by a McDonald's for the Jasmine Revolution or the Jasmine Uprising or whatever they're calling it, and they never came, but the people in charge in China kind of came and roughed up 2 reporters, one for the BBC and one for Bloomberg. I'll credit the John Batchelor show for that. And there's a surprise about the John Batchelor show. I'm going to be appearing on that radio show this coming Friday, and I'm really looking forward to it. I find it to be one of the most fascinating radio shows on the air. It's just amazing. And I'm so flattered to be invited to appear there. So if you have any questions or comments about today's articles, how about writing me to judy@readthestars.com. Also, do you have suggestions, things that you want me to look a little bit closer at? Same address, judy@readthestars.com.